Gina, 27. Just this year, I had a horrible experience with my contacts. It completely almost destroyed my eye. When I was out in Texas, it was super hot. I was walking out in the street and the contact just dried up and I was scratching at my eye. I couldn't get it out and no one had drops and it was just like this excruciating pain. So I have two brothers that have done surgery. I went and I got a consultation, and when I went there, I realized, I was like, oh, this isn't where my brother did it. But I had a really good experience with the doctors. They were super nice and not pressuring me to do it. They were like, hey, these are the surgery dates and you can pick whichever one you want. You can come back and see if you still want to do this. And so I talked to my brother and he warned me about how horrible it was. He was like, worst pain of your life. He's like, but it's so worth it. He's like, you'll just, you know, you're gonna feel like you can't use your eyes for a few days and you're gonna wanna scratch at your eyes. So I didn't like that and I didn't necessarily wanna do it after hearing all these horror stories. But then I did the surgery, I stayed with him. He offered to have me stay at his place and so he could take care of me. And every day that passed, I'd wake up and he'd say, you're probably feeling that horrible pain right now. And I was like, no, I'm not. And so he kept asking me and he was like, maybe it's tomorrow. He's like, maybe it's day 2, maybe it's day 3. He was kind of jealous, I think. And he told me, he's like, I'm happy for you. He's like, but I don't get it. He's like, did the technology get better? He's like, is there something that he didn't do? And we went through everything and like what I took, you know, which drops I used, and it was almost the same, but for some reason, his experience was totally different. I said to him, I was like, I went to Dr. Holzman. I don't know if maybe the doctor was better. That has to be it. And my personal eye doctor told me after I would go to the checkups, he was like, he whispered to me, he's like, you know, Dr. Holzman's patients turn out better. But my vision, I think it was actually a week after, it was 20/25, and then by 2 weeks, I was almost perfect vision, which was really fast. After I did my surgery, I had a ton of people ask me, and they said, oh, how was it? How are your eyes? And they were surprised I was out and about shortly after. And I naturally was like, you should go where I went. And they, you know, people asked me, like, what's his name? Who's your doctor? So I told them Dr. Holzman, TLC, and I recommended the free consult because you can't lose by just going to check it out. You're gonna get feedback about your eyes, you're gonna get more information, you can take your time and think about it. This is something, it's a privilege, it's an experience that I never thought I'd be that person who's like, yeah, it's amazing. And every morning I wake up, I'm like, remember the times when you woke up and when you can't see, things sort of just seem blurred together, and it's changed my life completely. And it's just something I have to keep reminding myself about because it's so amazing.